Welcome to Book Leash, where every story isn't just told, it's felt, where every book isn't just reviewed, it's lived. If you're someone who's tired of surface-level content, if you crave deep, meaningful insights that spark real change, if books are more than just pages to you, they're a path to purpose, then you're in the right place. This is not just a channel. It's your companion on a journey into powerful ideas, untold wisdom, and life-changing lessons, one book at a time. So sit back, tune in, and get ready to discover the depth behind the pages. Welcome to your new favorite corner of the internet. Welcome to Book Leash. You wake up, check your phone, scroll a little, maybe open an email, reply half-heartedly. Get up, start your day, but already your focus has been splintered. Something feels off, you're busy but not productive, and slowly, this becomes your everyday life. You're working all the time, yet the work never feels satisfying. Why? Because you've forgotten what it means to go deep. Cal Newport's Deep Work isn't just a book, it's a wake-up call in a distracted world. It shows how we've allowed distraction to become normal, even rewarded. But beneath the noise, Newport reveals a truth we don't talk about enough, that real success, meaningful, satisfying, long-lasting success requires depth. The kind of depth that most people never reach. Imagine this: two workers. One spends their day switching between messages, meetings, updates, and inbox pings. The other carves out hours of quiet, uninterrupted focus. One looks busy, the other is productive. Guess who wins? Newport doesn't just describe the difference, he proves it. He shows that deep work, the ability to focus without distraction on cognitively demanding tasks, is like a superpower in today's economy. But we've forgotten how to use it. Even worse, we've trained ourselves out of it. We live in an environment that constantly demands our attention, pulls us in 100 directions, and then wonders why we feel burned out and unaccomplished. We think multitasking is efficient. We think replying quickly makes us valuable. We think that being always on means we're doing something right. But here's the twist: those habits are destroying our ability to do the kind of work that truly matters. Newport draws a line between two kinds of work, shallow and deep. Shallow work is what fills most people's calendars: meetings, calls, emails, tasks that are easy to replicate and don't require intense thought. It keeps you busy. It keeps you reactive. It keeps you stuck. Deep work is the opposite. It's where breakthroughs happen, where creativity flourishes, where you do what only you can do. But the challenge? Deep work is hard. It's uncomfortable. It forces you to face silence. It demands that you resist distraction. That's why most people avoid it. They stay in shallow waters because it's safer, easier, but it's also forgettable. Nobody remembers the email you answered at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, but they will remember the book you wrote, the code you shipped, the idea you brought to life. To reclaim deep work, Newport says, you must go against the grain. And that's not easy. We live in a world that rewards availability more than depth. The second you try to disconnect, the world pulls you back. Your phone vibrates. Someone wants a reply. You feel guilty for not checking in. That's the conflict. You want to go deep, but the world keeps pulling you shallow. This is where strategy becomes critical. One of Newport's biggest weapons is time blocking. Instead of working reactively, you design your day in advance. Every hour has a purpose. You make time for deep work, and you defend it like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. Another tactic? Embracing boredom. That might sound strange, but think about it. How often do you let yourself feel bored without reaching for your phone? Our minds have been trained to crave stimulation. Newport argues that to train your brain for depth, you have to untrain that addiction. Let boredom sit with you. Let your mind stretch. That's where focus begins. But there's a deeper sacrifice too. Newport doesn't just ask us to schedule better. He challenges us to evaluate our whole digital life. Social media, email, notifications, are they tools or are they traps? Are they helping you reach your goals or distracting you from them? Most people say, I need social media to stay connected. Newport says, prove it. Measure the value. Ask whether the cost to your attention is worth the tiny benefit. For many, that's a hard truth to face, because quitting social media, even reducing it, feels like disappearing, like becoming invisible. But Newport argues that visibility without depth is meaningless. It's not about being everywhere. It's about being great where it counts. He shares examples that stick with you, like how J.K. Rowling finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by locking herself in a hotel room with no distractions. Or how Bill Gates took Think Weeks where he cut off the world to read and reflect. These aren't luxuries for the elite. They're choices, and they show what happens when you protect your focus. The irony is, most people say they don't have time, but when they add up their hours, they're drowning in shallow work. Newport flips that script. You make time by going deep. You accomplish more in 4 hours of deep work than in 14 hours of scattered effort. It's not about working harder. It's about working deeper. He introduces the concept of the craftsman mindset. Instead of chasing passion or external validation, focus on mastering your skill. Work like a craftsman, sharpening your tools, pouring full attention into every stroke. That's how you build work that matters. But here's where the inner resistance shows up. The first time you sit down to go deep, your mind rebels. It wants to check something. It feels uncomfortable. You'll start to bargain. Just 5 minutes on Twitter. But that 5 minutes shatters your focus. The real battle isn't against the world. It's against your own habits. That's what makes deep work powerful and painful. Newport doesn't sugarcoat this. He says clearly, if you want to join the few who do meaningful work, you must become comfortable being different. Most of the world lives shallow. They wear busyness like a badge. But busy doesn't mean useful. Movement doesn't mean progress. Attention is your edge, protect it. And here's a moment of truth Newport offers. The world will never ask you to go deep. In fact, it will punish you for it. The boss wants instant replies. The platform wants constant updates. Your peers expect you to be plugged in. But your legacy? That only grows in silence, in solitude, in depth. One of the most powerful takeaways from the book is this. Deep work is a choice. It's not given. It's not automatic. It's built. Every day, you decide to prioritize it or you let the world steal it from you. You don't need to disappear into a forest to go deep. You don't need to quit your job or throw your phone in a lake. You just need to take control of your time, your tools, your mind. You need to choose what matters and then create the space to pursue it with your full attention. The cost is discomfort. The reward? Mastery, fulfillment, clarity, results. And in a world where everyone is screaming, those who are quiet, focused, calm, and deep will be the ones who truly stand out. So now the choice is yours. You can keep reacting, keep scrolling, keep living on the surface, or you can go deep. Because once you taste the power of undistracted creation, once you see what your mind is capable of when fully focused, you'll never want to go back. And if this hour helped you see the value of depth, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me on Book Leash, where we go deeper into books that help you go deeper into life.